Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome for those who are new to the channel. My name is Francisca Brackin. Welcome, you guys. The Lord gave me this message, you guys, through prayer this morning. He showed me a scripture in the Bible, and it was Nehemiah, right? And he just told me to go and look that up. So I just a little while took a look at it, and the part of the scripture was Nehemiah 4. Nehemiah 4, right? And this was when some Bayath, I can pronounce his name correctly, and Tobias and the Amorites and the Asherites and all of them, they wanted was to build with Nehemiah, and Nehemiah rejected them, and they got angry and began to mock them on all these things. And but when they saw that the wall, Jerusalem wall, was the breaches was starting to build up, they become angry. If you can go and read Nehemiah 4, right? They got angry with Nehemiah and all who was building with him, and they thought to themselves that we are going to attack them when they least expected it. But word was revealed to them through the Jews that was around, that this is what was the plans of the enemy. And it says that Nehemiah said that one should protect, meanwhile the other work on the things of the Lord, right? And the Lord revealed it. I asked him, I said, Lord, what are you telling your people inside of this? What do you want to reveal to me about this scripture? And he said, look at what happened. He said, some of you all, when you have started to rebuild, what does rebuilding the breaches of Jerusalem wall? Walls signify, the Lord said, walls signify the rebuilding, the walls signify protection. And when you have started to rebuild those breaches is that gaps inside of that wall that the enemy that would have made you unprotected. You start to protect your peace by not revealing everything that you know to that blabbermouth auntie or that blabbermouth granny or that blabbermouth, friend or whatever it is. Or you start to protect your peace by watching how you are speaking when you are angry or whatever, what secrets you're revealing. All of these things is breaches that the enemy in time past would have been able to get information as to how to attack you, would have been able to use against you to get at you. But now I'm with knowledge, the Lord, I'm with knowledge, just start to protect your peace. Some of you all ain't know it, but by you just simply following instruction and cutting off certain persons, or knowing what you're saying to certain persons, by recognizing those who, it might not be that they want to be an enemy but who can't keep this shut. By recognizing this, you have armed yourself and say, okay, I can't tell this person all my business, or I need to stay away from this person. He said that is you protecting yourself and rebuilding the breaches in your wall. And he said protecting your peace, protecting your happiness. And the enemy is recognizing now that the wall is being protected, and they're unable now to get at you through these various points that they would normally be able to get at you with. And they are angry, says the Most High God. They are angry, but he said, I am with you, because as it was said there in Nehemiah, it was revealed to Nehemiah because Nehemiah was doing something of the Lord. He was rebuilding the temple of the Lord, and the Lord watches over, oh God, the work that Nehemiah was doing, because he was doing it for him. And he said, you did not see the hand of the Lord that they said that the Lord do are revealing. But he said, why do you think that they got the information to be able to know where the enemy is coming from? He said, the thing, oh God. And he said, why do you think when they get that information of where the enemy is coming from, of how the enemy going to attack them, why do you think the enemy did not attack them anymore? And I'm going to give you both answers. He said, one, he is with us when we are doing our work of the Lord. And he always does this, a revealing of what the enemy is doing, because he is light. When you have Abba Spirit with you, you have light with you, you have knowledge with you to be able to protect you. Meanwhile, oh God, the Lord watches over you to protect you too. And he said, why do you think that enemy did not come in when they knew? He said, because, oh God, They knew that someone, he said the enemy wants, first and foremost, is a coward. He operates in darkness. He operates when you don't know something. That is when he could come and try something. But he said for some of you, all the enemy done start to see that you figure out what he's, what he's trying to do. The enemy's trying to see based on how you start to arm yourself and protect yourself and have weapons in your hand and ready to fight. The enemy's trying to see that you have gotten the whiff that, listen, this person, you're gonna come this direction. And he said, based on how you are moving now, the enemy knows that you know something is up and I can't attack them anymore. You see, the thing is, they would have attacked you if you did not know where they were coming from. But the fact that the Lord reveal their plans to you, reveal that they go and try this because of that or wherever it is. They're going to try this. And now you are operating with wisdom. You're operating wisely. They know, somebody done tell Nehemiah something. Somebody done tell this one here something. Because how come we have a weapon out from just where we're supposed to come in? How come is this? Because somebody done tell them, and then they choose not to attack anymore because the enemy is like a coward. He moves in darkness. Look at when he said they wouldn't even know when it's gonna happen because they move in darkness. I can more easily take down this person if they don't know. But the Lord done revealed some things to you, and he said this is why the enemy comes so hard at those that are carrying the light. Those that are revealing what the enemy is trying and what the enemy is doing. This is why he comes so hard. Because he said, oh God, listen, he can attack those. He say you, oh God, yes, Abba. He say you don't know. When the Lord give you that revelation, he basically give you power. Because power now to arm yourself and to protect yourself. Now you know you can afford to arm yourself and protect yourself. And the enemy weapon is darkness. The Lord weapon is light. And the fact that you are one that is protected by light, everything that comes close to you, darkness has to flee. This is why you don't start to move. He says some of you, all the enemy see that you're starting to listen to instruction. The enemy is seeing that you're starting to protect your peace by cutting off some people, by choosing not to see certain things, by choosing the enemy done starting to see that you're becoming more wise. You're protecting your peace, your joy, your happiness. You're starting to protect by not letting, you're observing the breaches that is in the walls, those, who you normally would go and let your business out. You're starting to and the enemy is angry at that because now I can't come and attack this person via this person, through this person talking all their business. I can't come through that person anymore. I can't come through this. I can't come through them revealing everything because they haven't taken a handle on their mouth and speaking everything for the world to know. I can't come that way because and he said the enemy is angry at that fact. And this is why some of you all don't even know it. This is why people want to attack you. You're wondering, but I ain't doing nothing else, minding my business and drinking water. And I know, Lord. The enemy is angry at the fact that, one, you did not choose to build with them. You choose to do this thing. They did not choose whatever the purpose that the Lord gave you. You did not choose to do it with them. The enemy angry at that fact. Secondly, they didn't think that it was going to prosper, come to be anything. And then they started to see the hands of the Lord starting to prosper it. And they get even more angry with that. The fact that you are now rebuilding that protection around you. The enemy even more angry. Because I say who you feel you is now. Saints of the Most High God. But the Lord say, just like Nehemiah, he is the one that is revealing their plans. And he stopped their plans by revealing it to you because the enemy noticing, okay, if this person, if he or she did not know my plans, they would have never moved the way how they're moving. They would have never stopped doing this. They would have never stopped, they know something. And their power was darkness. If you did not know that they were coming to attack, if you did not know where they was coming from, if you did not know that, they would have taken you out. But the fact that you know, Some of you all didn't recognize that the Lord is with you. The fact that you know their weapons was formed, but it could not come against you. No weapon that come against you, it wasn't even going to prosper, but no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The Lord keep that word. He watch over that word to keep it. I tell you guys, no lie, this morning, I kneel down on my knees and I began to pray, and he showed me Nehemiah. And when the other one was fighting and the other one was building, right? And I don't know if that means that you need to, work with make sure and have your guard up. Meanwhile, you're doing whatever you're doing because the enemy coming to try things. But the fact that the enemy done, he says some of you all the enemy, you all enemies done already see that you know the foolishness that they go in and try or what they have tried, and he say they know it based on you starting to act wisely, and this is why the plan was spoiled. The plan was spoiled, saints. Stay blessed, stay strong. Look out for another message from the throne from the Most High. Bye, guys.